What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys can clearly see by the way this video has been edited, and as you can see, I have finally gotten internet back to my apartment complex, which is incredible, and we finally have power, which means I can finally make videos no longer on my iPhone. What a journey it was. It was pretty much like a 2-week ordeal, although it could have been closer to like maybe just a week solid here, but we did end up going to Orlando. If you were on my Instagram, you would have seen on my stories here, but everything is finally back to normal except for the stock market. But thank you guys all for sticking it out with me as I tried to continue to make videos, updating all of you guys, so on and so forth. I am updating the Patreon, as a lot of you guys have been asking or questioning. Obviously, some of you guys were asking, like, why isn't there new trades up every single day? Like, that's like, come on, guys. Like, what do you expect? We're not making trades every single day. That's crazy talk. We're waiting for positive, conservative trades to buy into with least amount of risk. So don't expect trades to be up every 5 hours. That's absurd. But in regards to the markets here, lots of crazy stuff is happening. It's almost like each individual chart is doing something different than the other ones, which is unique in its own sense, because for the most part, we've been seeing every chart pretty much intertwined with each other. When the S&P dumps, like we're starting to see, as you can see now, so was the rest of the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP sliding lower. But now we're starting to see something different happen. Although today is Saturday and the markets are closed today and tomorrow, so we're not going to see anything on the S&P 500, but things are starting to act kind of weird. XRP is positively reacting to whatever news is coming up or breaking bullish, which is incredible for the 4-hour symmetrical triangle here, or ascending triangle, whatever you want to call it. And then we have Ethereum, which is still in its bearish descending fractal. We have Bitcoin still in its bearish descending fractal, and the S&P, which is correcting downwards. So lots of interesting things we need to talk about in today's episode. But with all that being said, if you guys want updates on the trades and so on and so forth, then definitely stick around to watch today's video. With all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, as you can see here, top 10 cryptocurrencies. We are in a day, once again, of consolidation, down 49.49%, half a percentage here. You can see Bitcoin's down 6.64%, Ethereum down 1%, BNB down 0.9%, XRP's up 6%, which is incredible. But for the most part, things are pretty much flatlining out. We did have a pretty substantial run to the upside over the past couple of days here throughout this week, but we are starting to kind of settle back down at bottom support here, which isn't too bad as the week starts to end here. But what's interesting to honestly point out within most of these cryptocurrencies is within XRP and some of these other major altcoins. So we've been tracking this XRP symmetrical triangle, or just a fractal that's been forming here for quite some time now, some sort of triangle that's been forming here for quite some time now. We've had higher lows and lower highs. So you can see a higher low was down there, and now we have a lower high, and then we have a higher low than the previous one, a lower high, higher low, so on and so forth, filling in this gap here, waiting for some sort of reason, and as you guys are to break out. And as you guys can see here, we had this major resistance in purple here. We had our uptrend here, filling in the gap, as you can see here, and we're waiting for confirmation. If we were to break us below this bottom support here, you can see this would pretty much be the moving average. We could then buy in and short to the downside here. Vice versa, if we can break above this major resistance here, we could buy in long and leverage to the upside. And as you guys can see, we did actually break bullish, which is quite exciting here. You can see on the daily and why that's important. We are retesting top resistance, which is something of a concern here, but we are headed in a positive direction. So this was a positive play. The second we confirmed closing, I believe this was the 6th, to buy in and long to the upside here, although there is a chance we could start to kind of consolidate maybe a little bit back down because we're nearing overbought. However, the fact that we've pretty much confirmed breaking outside of this downtrend here is definitely a good sign. I'd say the biggest thing is watching today or maybe tomorrow close us above this major resistance. That's the goal. We have a day and 9 hours left, so probably tomorrow, if we can close us above this major resistance, above this major problem zone right here, we can probably start to see prices maybe trickle outside of being suppressed. You can see for the most part here, We've been in this major descending triangle for a very long time within XRP. Lower highs consistently with a bottom support, filling in the gap here. Major retests of resistance, always getting rejected off this downtrend here. And finally, we came into contact with it once again. So if we can close above here, I'm not expecting to see a bullish rally up to, all-time highs or back up to $1.80 here. Although if we could just break through it and start to trend down, even if we get rejected off moving average, we'll at least be able to see a potential reversal rally back or a relief rally back to the upside. It would give us, a time of uncertainty, a time of consolidation outside of this bear market here. And then we should be able to slowly lift back to the upside here, which would be quite exciting and good for 2024 or good for 2023. The goal is 2023 can give us some positive movements to the upside here, that this is the time to be buying into crypto, to be, filling your bags and getting ready for the 2023, 2024 markets here. The S&P has been annihilated over the past couple of days here. Honestly, I'm getting so pissed with the way these markets have been handled. We've been getting absolutely, it's been an insult. All of 2022 so far has been just absolutely disgusting here. From literally January 1st, any time since then, you would have lost money here. January 1st has just been a spiral to the downside here. And it makes me think if I knew better, I should have, sold right at the top here. But, when you listen to all the advice that influential people give here, Dave Ramsey, Bill Gates, all of these people here, they all say, buy. Warren Buffett, they all say buy and stay in the market. Do not try to time the market because you will lose. So with that knowledge in mind, I've just decided to leave it alone. Although, honestly, all the indicators are saying we probably should have sold here. Regardless, we're falling back to the downside here. We had a few days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of positive recovery, or maybe this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yep. And then this was Thursday, Friday of nice recovery here. And then we get rejected and just, stampeded and stomped on back to bottom support here, which is horrible. The markets are doing absolutely terrible and disgusting. Inflation is to blame. The Federal Reserve is to blame. Our presidency is partially to blame. And even the pandemic is to blame. There's so many factors, the way things were handled, that have just destroyed the market purposely. I mean, everything is with a purpose here. Nothing was by accident. We've been around, and the stock market's been around for many, 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 many years now. They know that by, absolutely nailing money to the floor, just printing everything and dropping interest rates to zero, you would cause the stock market to explode to the upside here. And then the outcome is inflation. And then by not introducing interest rates, months ago, and by waiting till 2022 to start introducing interest rates, you knew inflation was going to get out of hand. So this is all pre-planned and created, which is disgusting. But it's all within, good reason that they're doing it. But the thing to notice here is I did find an article, because now we're looking for, I believe, October 13th next week. We should get the information about, September's inflation data. So you can see here, another busy week for the U.S. These key economic data come to light with attention to inflation figures. Markets are forecasting inflation at 8.1% in September, easing from 8.3% in August. So even though inflation year to date is going down, or year over year to date, core inflation has gone up, and there's a chance that people are starting to see that core inflation is going to go up again in September here. So things are just looking terrible for the economy. The only positive is that we're not seeing, crypto correct to the downside here at the same time these major cryptocurrencies are. Even though the S&P fell over Friday and over Thursday, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP have done their own thing, which is definitely a good sign. So we don't look too bad on XRP. We look fairly bullish, small, maybe correction back down, a little healthy reversal. Bounce off support and then a reversal back up. But things like Ethereum have just been getting annihilated, wrecked. Excuse me. You can see here there's definitely a new maybe symmetrical triangle forming here. You can see we had an original one here, and now we can obviously tweak this like this beautifully. A beautiful uptrend, and then we have this much bigger one right here, just like this. If we maybe extend it up to here and to here, you can see the teeter-tottering, the bouncing off supports and resistances, filling out this gap here. You can see that there is now another symmetrical triangle at play that we do have to pay attention to. You can clearly see the consolidation that's going on right now. We could probably drop this a little bit lower if you wanted, playing it on the daily, or bring it back up to the top if you want to play it on the 4-hour. We are now seeing another symmetrical triangle to pay attention to. Bitcoin has been rejected 3 days now, 1, 2, 3, 4 days now off major resistance. You can see why that's important, because on the weekly charts here, we are battling once again this is a beautiful descending fractal here. We are oversold and we are retesting support once again. This major downtrend where we've had rejection here, and rejection again. This is huge news. This is critical, like an imminent threat and an imminent retest. This is big for, Bitcoin here. If we continue to get rejected off this purple resistance here, we are going to break through about 19,000 and we are going to dump very quickly to like 15 to 13K, which would suck. So the goal is we can break through this and trend sideways outside of this, because otherwise we're not going to be looking very good at all for the markets here. But with that being said, guys, definitely make sure to sign up for BitYard, the #1 cryptocurrency exchange that we like to use here on the channel. They offer XRP, which is unlike pretty much every other cryptocurrency exchange out there. Not only can you long, you can short crypto. They offer a demo account right here once you click on derivatives and then CFDs, which is super cool. And the best part is, if you do sign up with a link down in the description, click mystery box to earn some free crypto. Very cool, very fun. Definitely recommend checking it out. With that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.